Hello and welcome to the latest episode of the Xbox Simulation Gaming series. I have not posted a truck driver video in a while, so decided to post one with a little bit of updates and just to see what's new with the game. There's been quite a few updates on this game. They've been working on it a little bit harder since On the Road came out. It's probably because of competition, but yeah, they've changed quite a few things. And the first thing you probably notice right away is the sound of the rain, the raindrops on the windshield and the side windows, as well as the sound of the wipers. So new, and it's much more realistic. This was one of the latest updates that we had. Also, the sound of the truck is a little more realistic. I don't know if you remember what it was before, but right now is a little more like a real truck. And in previous updates we had the rumble strip added. You can see it on the right here. All major highways in the game have it, and the sound of it's pretty realistic. I also put the controller on the desk, and the sound of the vibration makes it even more realistic, although sometimes the controller can blow up. I do drive using the steering wheel, so that allows me to have the controller separated. It does vibrate when it goes on the rumble strip. And to compensate for the smaller map, I drive around. I just drive around, like sometimes even in circles, to make the trip longer. Just go on the freeway to make it as long as possible, I guess. And yes, that is one of the problems with this game. The map is ridiculously small, but at least with the trucks we can go a little bit faster than on the road. I do have a trailer attached here, so I'm delivering something, and I can still go up to 110 and even a little bit faster. Also, the traffic is very realistic on the freeway. They drive at different speeds. Even at speed limit 120, you can see cars going way over the limit. So you have to watch for them in the mirrors when you're changing lanes. I find that cars on the road truck simulator game drive a little too slow, especially for the Autobahn. And the trucks in that game are limited to 90 kilometers an hour. Now, another thing that is new with this game is they added this caution sign when you're speeding on the little display, GPS display on your screen. But as you can see, it's stuck at 30 kilometers an hour, so that was the first street that we were on, where the video started, basically. It hasn't changed since. I've only noticed this bug after the update. Before that, it was usually showing the correct speed limit. I don't notice it's showing anything wrong, but the speed limit is definitely wrong right now. It should be showing 120. I'm going to lower the sound on the music here so you can hear the rumble strip. And I'm not 100% sure how this is going to sound on YouTube when you're watching it. When I'm at home, again, I have the controller on the desk, so it's vibrating on the desk. This adds up to the sound and makes it even more realistic, I guess. Besides this, they've added a few DLCs with paint jobs. There are paint jobs based on different countries' flags. Not sure exactly how many there are, but for sure there is France, Great Britain, Germany, and the US. And you can just see how this guy cut me off, but that's I guess pretty realistic. It happens quite a bit, but they don't run into you. Back in the days, this game had a huge problem with traffic on the freeway running into you. They don't do that anymore. In terms of cutting off, you only have to be careful in the 80 kilometers an hour zone under the tunnel. If you're speeding there, somebody might cut you off like last moment, and you might not be able to stop in time or be able to avoid them. But other than that, in most cases, they will just go in front of you. You have plenty of time to react, or even in vast majority of cases, they still are going faster than you anyways. Another thing about this game is, and I'm sure they made it on purpose, this freeway, it's way too curvy, like way too sharp turns. I'm sure they made it to be challenging, but I would like something a little more realistic. On the Road Truck Simulator does have that. I am just waiting for the time when they will support steering wheels on Xbox. Happens soon. But for the time being, I still enjoy playing Truck Driver a lot more than the Road Truck Simulator. And here we go. We made a loop around the bottom part of the freeway. So we've gone through the vast majority of freeway available in this game already, just in this one video. This is how small the map actually is. The entire freeway is only about 20 kilometers long. And this is one of the sharpest turns on this freeway. It's a little bit unrealistic, especially with the 120 kilometers an hour speed limit. I did lower the volume of the music, so again you could hear the rumble strip. And this is very important, peeking left and right. On the Road Truck Simulator does not have that. I think it's gonna be a real pain in the butt to drive without this. Truck Driver didn't have it at the very beginning as well, but people complained about it and it got added. I really hope that eventually it gets added into On the Road Truck Simulator. And there you go. This is the US paint job. This is what it looks like. There are again other countries. I just dropped off the trailer here, picked up another one. We'll just drive a little more and we'll conclude the video soon. I really like this tanker trailer. There was a tanker before, but I believe this one is after the updates. It's just like a different coloring on it. And in case you're wondering, I did take a nap right after I drop off the load. This is why we have the change in time. but it's still raining, so I need the wipers on still. And I think this paint job looks pretty good. And the trailer is very nice as well. I don't think they have tankers on the road. Okay, again the ability to peek left and right here. This is so good. And not having that option in on the road does not make it realistic at all. And the other thing is the on-screen mirrors. Now when I'm turning, it's really hard to actually continue watching your right mirror like through the game. The fact that I have it on the screen makes it a lot more easier, much easier to drive, and a lot more realistic actually. Even though in real life you cannot see the mirror unless you look at it, like the situational awareness is different, like when you move the camera rather than moving your head. And even here, when you're passing, it's so much better having having this mirror right up there. I can see when I've passed the guy, and whoa, I think I have to stop here. Whoa, there's a guy coming. Anyway, so it's much easier to see when the mirror is there, like especially at that speed. If I have to turn the computer camera left or right, like I would lose which way straight. I can much easily, it would be much easier for me to crash. So having the mirrors on the screen really helps. I find it much more realistic because, yeah, in real life you just move your eyes a little bit, maybe your head, but you can still like kind of keep an eye on the road. What's going on here? I hear people honking. Honking has no effect, so I'm just gonna go around. Honking in Bus Simulator really has an effect. I haven't seen that here, but to be honest with you, I have not seen traffic stuck like that in a very long time, and there's nothing even going on, like they're not even crushed, so I don't know why. But again, the ability to peek left and right, just look, so much easier. I don't really like it so much for truck driver because the button to peek left and right is so close to the engine turn on and off button that quite often when I peek left and right, I turn off the engine by mistake. So I don't like that, but at the same time, on the Road Truck Simulator does not have that at all. And I realize like how much better Truck Driver is, and I really hope on the Road Truck Simulator eventually gets that. Yes, they do have a lot of other problems to fix right now, but hopefully eventually the game becomes really good. And I go the other way around here. It was telling me to go straight and turn around, but then I would be making 2 left turns. Instead, I would rather make a right turn and then a left. It seems a little easier, especially if there's traffic, and sometimes there is traffic here, so that's why I always go different routes. So now we have to make the left here. Let's see. This guy's coming after him. We can go. He turned in here, okay. On the other end, there's nobody coming, so we can just go. There we go. That is so much easier with a steering wheel. I get so many problems with on-road truck simulator trying turns with the controller. I don't know how truck drivers do with the controller. I don't even want to know how it is. Hopefully on the road gets steering wheel support soon. these are the secondary divided highways. Speed limit here is 80 kilometers an hour, but they still have the rumble strips on the side. Again, intersection. It's so much easier to peek left and right. By the way, I don't know if you noticed this guy David. This is where I got this tanker trailer from. He always wants his deliveries delivered within 15 minutes. The timer is on the top right corner. And this is why usually I don't go longer routes when I'm delivering his stuff. I only go longer routes from when I pick up from other people. A like and subscribe would be very much appreciated. And don't forget the notification button that will notify you every time we upload awesome videos like this one. And we have almost arrived here. I think I mentioned everything already. One thing I've mentioned in previous videos, I don't like the traffic on the smaller roads like right here. 50 speed limit and 30. Those are way too low. And especially with the 50, cars are quite often doing like 40 on those roads, so that's pretty annoying. I like on the Road Truck Simulator, on such roads, cars are usually going 70 kilometers an hour. The truck is supposed to be doing up to 60, that's the speed limit, so you would rarely have to pass car. Well, you probably almost never get to pass one. You have to be speeding quite a bit. But here, the road allows you to go faster. I mean, you could have a higher speed limit, but everybody's so slow, so you end up having to pass them. Anyway, so let's see if we can get to 100% here. Almost there. There we go. And I lowered the sound of the music again. This is one of the new sounds in the game, like when attaching or when detaching a trailer. They added this noise. Didn't have any noise before, so this is new. I guess it makes it a little more realistic. And they also have a backup beep for the trucks when backing up, so this is also new. With this, I'm gonna wrap it up for today. Thank you very much for spending the time, and I hope I'll see you in our next episode. Goodbye.